Coronavirus fallout. At least 150 companies have warned of earnings hit. That's huge. So when I talked about what moves markets globally, earnings, interest, and inflation, coronavirus is now hurting one of those three right there. At least 150 companies have warned of earnings hit. At first, several companies had to suspend their supply chains or temporarily close brick and mortar locations across China, but expected they could control a slowdown. But then COVID-19 started spreading rapidly across the globe, increasing fears of a global economic slowdown and sending markets falling. All right, so now let's get into the meat and potatoes of what coronavirus stocks you could be playing at this particular point in time. Let's go back into the software. And I'm going to go back to my watch list. This is my watch list. Let's go take a look at a watch list that I've created for you guys called coronavirus stocks. All right. In here, you're going to probably see some stocks that are rocking and rolling. In here, I've got 28 stocks. Now, if I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive with my coronavirus stocks, why not sort my watch list of stocks by percentage price change? If I do that, how about we have INO, which I am personally trading right now. INO up 12% today. Now, the bad thing, there is a downside. All of these pharmaceutical stocks, none of them have really good fundamentals when I look at the indicators RV and RS. RV stands for relative value and RS stands for relative safety. What is starting to help these stocks, so some of them have an RT above 1. RT looks at the short-term price trend of the stock. Above 1, is the stock in an uptrend or not? Above 1, the stock is. Below 1, it isn't. INO, though, has got some news behind it. This is one of the headline companies that are out there pushing the coronavirus cure, putting it out to trial by way of the FDA. So is mRNA. These are two stocks that are doing so. How about VIR Bio, VIR? Up 10% today. APT up 3.5% today. TTPH up slightly under 1%. But in my coronavirus stocks, only 4 stocks are making money today. A lot of them are still getting hurt, but this is a good place to take advantage of if you are a trader, the coronavirus stocks that are rock and rolling. And as I said, personally, I am trading INO. It's up 12% today. I want to do this. I'm going to bring up that graph of INO. Look at the move. Now, this is a very aggressive stock. Nice move coming off a level of support, bounced up. Because it's so volatile, look at the pullback for 2 days, and then look at the last couple of days riding up as well. Keep in mind, it's a coronavirus stock, it is a biopharmaceutical, and it is an extremely aggressive stock. If you can't trade a stock that looks like this, then you don't trade the stock. But I also want to show you something else. I'm looking at 3 and 8 exponential moving averages. How about when the stock's price pulled back as hard as it did? Let me take price off. Notice my moving averages didn't cross. I love looking at the 3 and 8 exponential moving averages on a stock. It does a good job of keeping me from not panicking just because a stock pulled back as hard as it did. Now, it hasn't regained that high over the last 3 months, but it is definitely trending in the right way, but it's got a closed candle today, so I probably wouldn't buy it today. I've been in it since yesterday, so I caught the gap up and I'm still making money on the stock. But overall today, it's up over 12%, and that's because of the gap up. So when it comes down to looking at what, the companies that are being affected by the coronavirus, why not look at some coronavirus stocks to possibly take advantage of? So I wanted to show you this watch list of stocks. Nonetheless, there's 28 stocks in here. If you want a copy of this list, I'm going to leave this up for a second. Take a screenshot of it. Take a screenshot of this. All right, I'll leave it up for a couple of seconds and then I'll scroll down to give you the rest of the stock so that you can take a screenshot. All right, give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the list, take a screenshot of this. This will give you a view of all 28 stocks. Again, give you a little bit of time on them. Some of these are getting smoked. Yes, they are. Some of them are rocking and rolling, but there's going to be days when these are rocking and rolling and days where they're not because of the volatility in the market. So I'm giving you about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that concludes my coronavirus story and the stocks that you can look at to try to take advantage of what's going on with the coronavirus. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.